On the 28th of June, more than 28 years ago, John Whitehead, at that time a grazier at Colombo Creek, central New South Wales, and an avid inventor, started on a journey to create an invention that would be known as the double chuck drill.
And it was in 1987 when I was building a cubby house for my children, and I was climbing up and down a ladder, putting very thin, brittle pine boards into the top rafters, and I'd drill the holes, then I'd come down and pick up another drill and I'd screw the screws in. And I did this 3 or 4 times. I said, oh, I'll blow this, I'll go out and buy myself a double chuck drill because I'm wasting so much time. That's where the idea was germinated.
John set to and drew up plans for a concept drill to test the market. Over the next 10 years, John painstakingly interviewed over 1,900 tradespeople and gets a 99.8% positive response to say that people would purchase the drill if it were to exist.
The responses from everyone that I interviewed, starting off at Roxby Downs in northern South Australia, was that what a great idea to have 2 chucks on one drill to save time. One, by not having to change the bit in your chuck each time, or to save you having 2 separate cordless drills.
When I first saw John's invention, the double chuck drill, I was amazed. Every now and again you get inventions that come across your table that you think, wow, this is so simple, this is great, why hasn't someone thought of this before? That's exactly what I thought with John's double chuck drill.
I first met John at the Inventors Association. He showed me his double chuck drill. I could see it was a great time-saving device because changing the drill and changing the screwdriver bit back and forth, it was a waste of time, and John's invention solved that problem.
The first time I saw the double chuck drill, I had to try it, and after I tried it and used it, I couldn't live without it.
Over the next 10 years, and with continued overwhelming positive response for the need for the double chuck drill, John created prototype after prototype.
Well, the first prototype consisted of probably 25 prototypes. And I walked the streets of Melbourne and Sydney, and it was a very complex thing to get my first prototype made. I was very determined to finish it, and by the time I finished it, it was not a safe design, and it wouldn't package properly. So then I went from approximately 1990 through to nearly 2000, doing interviews but with no real design.
By 2005, the consumption of time and resources was titanic, but recognition through countless engineering awards and accolades provided the confidence to push ahead with the commercialisation of the drill.
An approximate estimate of my time is, and it's only an estimate, is 16,000 hours. And as regards the money side of things, $2.2 million has been spent on the drill.
John has stickability plus. No one can hang in there as much as John, and he knows the true meaning of never give up.
With the ongoing costs with product development, travel, worldwide patents and ongoing engineering and design, the funds eventually dried up. The first to go were the 2 farm properties, then the water licence worth in excess of $800,000, finally the home at Colombo Creek. With Homestead now mortgaged and the bills continuing to mount, the BMW, the Aston Martin soon followed. The pressure of ongoing expenses and time and resources took their toll on the relationship, and that finally also dissolved. John persisted, and now with the final design he obtained worldwide patents on the drill. He was now ready to market a commercially viable product.
We've been assisting John do industrial design on the drill project, problem solving the mechanisms for him, designing the product fit for the market and making prototypes for marketing appraisals so that he can attract investors and ultimately manufacturers to build a product.
By 2008, the drill was ready for commercialisation and now needed to be manufactured and positioned in the marketplace, but all was not going well.
The difficulty has always been in raising the capital to actually get it into production and mass produce. So I think John's always thrived on the public support that people have and the good reaction they have to his product.
So far it's been a tough slog. The hardware industry, or the power tool industry, is not that fast moving. So generally manufacturers are dragged kicking and screaming into innovation. That's been our main roadblock. There's ideas out there, large organisations have their own product managers pushing their own projects. Trying to get ours in there has been a bit difficult.
One of the classic mistakes inventors make is they invent a product for a very small market. Now, electric drills and power drills, there's millions and millions being sold worldwide. So clearly there's a market for power drills. And my take on business and innovation is the single biggest risk in business is market risk. Can you sell the product? So how do you find out if you're going to sell the product? Easy. Find a product that's in widespread use and make it better. To me, John has done that.
I've seen a lot of inventions over my time, and John's would be in the top 2%. It's not an easy business to get someone interested in it or to get a product licensed. There's probably 1 in 5,000 that make it onto the market, and John's will be one of those.
It's now in the hands of Nigel, who is the general manager, and also in the hands of Bill Allardyce. Nigel and Bill work together. They are the businessmen to take this project forward.
Well, I've identified a company in Taiwan that make electric drills and power saws, and they're very interested. They turn over $144 million a year. They're a large company, and they're interested to have a look at the product, and with the idea that they would become the licensor of the product and pay royalties back to John.
I see the double chuck drill making it to market. I believe that this is a product that people want. Every time I mention the idea to someone, they love it. They say, wow, this is great. We will get there one day.
John now lives in a single-room bungalow and does odd jobs to support himself and the ongoing costs of the double chuck drill. He remains optimistic that his invention will, one day, be manufactured, commercialised and become a financial success.
We're absolutely going to nail this. This is going to be a commercial success. You just sit back and watch.